name is Lee. Welcome to Life and Shit, a weekly video series wherein I talk about life and shit. Pronouns are short words that we use in place of someone's name to let people know that we're still talking about them, but it saves us from having to repeat somebody's name every single time.
I was hanging out with Mark. Mark and I wanted to go to the beach, but Mark forgot Mark's sunscreen, so Mark thought it would be a better idea if Mark and I went to get frozen yogurt instead, because Mark burns really easily if Mark doesn't have Mark's sunscreen.
Gender doesn't operate on a strict binary. It's a wide and open spectrum, and anyone can be anywhere on that spectrum, so it's important that we have pronouns that people can identify with regardless of where they are. I personally identify with one set of gender-neutral pronouns, they, them, theirs. So instead of having to use my name a million times in a sentence, you could say,
I was talking to Lee. They were telling me that they're a musician. I decided I would check them out on SoundCloud.
That was not a plug to go check out my SoundCloud, but if you feel so inclined, go right ahead. It's funny to me when I get people arguing against the use of they when it relates to one person.
It's not grammatically correct. You can't use it when you're referring to only one person. It's two or more.
Bullshit. We use singular they all the time. You're in class. You see a book on a desk. You bring it to the professor and you say,
Hey, someone left their book. Do you have a way to get it back to them?
You did it. And if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty history of plural versus singular context, the word YOU was originally only used when referencing two or more people. If you were having a conversation about one or to one person, you used thee, thy, thou, and thine, which interestingly is a lot closer to they, them, and theirs. So at this point, you might be asking yourself,
How am I supposed to know what pronouns to use for people?
there's this magical thing called asking. I would steer clear of the term preferred pronouns. It implies that you have the option or the choice to not use those pronouns if you don't feel like it. You can say correct pronouns, proper pronouns, true pronouns, or you could just fucking say pronouns. When people do ask what pronouns I use, I can think to myself, I am in an emotionally safe place right now with people who are not only going to check in with me, but they're also going to respect me and take care of me in this way. If you mess up, don't focus on the fact that you misgendered somebody, except to correct it and move on. The times when people have misgendered me and they turn it into this huge thing of,
Oh, but I'm trying and I'm sorry and it's hard and just keep reminding me.
what that says to me, right, wrong, or indifferent, is that you don't care enough about me and my comfort to take the initiative yourself. I know not everybody's gonna get it immediately right, but it's not my job to make you practice. It's one of those things where I don't know who's actually in the trying category and who's using trying as a way to just get out of not actually doing it. And if you do get someone's pronouns correct, that's awesome. Also, don't make that a big deal, because we should just be at a place where everyone's pronouns are done properly all the time, forever. And that's life. And shit.